Hello everybody, welcome to this video, and I want to make this fairly quick, but it's probably still going to be about a 15-20 minute video anyway. We'll see. I want to thank I want to thank Mr. McCoy, offensive coordinator, John Fox, and the entire Denver Broncos staff for motivating me so huge to be an offensive coordinator, a head coach in the National Football League. Because quite frankly, this was a really bad game on the coaching side of the ball. Now, watching your team was like watching all my Madden opponents that I play on the video game simulation. Because every time I play it, I'm playing a bunch of guys where my team dominates both sides of the line of scrimmage. And when that's the case, it's just easy, which was the case last night. Opponents whom are so predictable. Oh, geez, it's 1st and 10. I wonder if you're going to run it with McGahee. Basically against opponents who are unable to rush the dangerous quarterbacks. Because when I play, I'm a dangerous quarterback, but they send like 4-man rushes and 5-man rushes when they blitz heavy. No, 5, 6, 7, sometimes even 8-man rushes against them. They didn't rush Tom Brady. And then bonehead coaching calls, and we're going to get into that. And let's just start that right now. 4th down and 5 or so with 3:26 to play in the first quarter, down 14-0 with the ball at your own 48. If there's ever a time where you have that 4th and 5 fake punt situation, you play it there because you really can't allow Tom Brady to have many possessions on the offensive side of the ball, or you've got to respect Tom Brady. It's a mistake to disrespect Brady, which you did. How did you disrespect Brady? Well, let's see. You punted, which means you gave him the ball in all these situations. Respect the fact that you've been practicing these fake punt situations. You haven't ran it all year, which is good, and this is the time you run it. Now, maybe you looked at it, well, 48-yard line, they played the pre-vet, I don't think we can do it, let's go ahead and punt. That's fine because that's part of the game. But what's not fine is when it was 4th and 3 with 11:17 to play and the ball at your own 12. 3 yards isn't all that hard. They're never going to be thinking fake punt. Never. But the position's got to be there. Look at the tape. John Fox, offensive special teams coordinator, whatever. Look at the tape. Look at your number, I think it was number 30, the guy on the right-hand side. If you direct snap it to him, have him do a counter run to the right, as long as you get the 2 blockers on the contained side, he's going to get a 1st down there every time. You got to take chances against these teams. Don't play conservative, which is exactly what you did. Okay, moving on. We have a situation where they got a touchdown and then a personal foul. Now, I don't want to talk too much about that personal foul because every coach has got the same views on that, yes, with the exception of maybe Oakland. And when you have that personal foul, that means the penalty is either 15 yards on the kickoff or on the extra point, or the PAT. See, if you would have went for 2 all season long, ball on the 2-yard line, Tim Tebow is really good at the 2, then just maybe you might have put a big decision in Bill Belichick on, well, I wonder if I should put this 15-yard penalty on the try and make him kick at the 17-yard line. That's probably what might have happened. But no teams in the league go for 2, and the methodology is simple. On the long-term time frame, if you can hit 60 of 100, we'll say, 2-point conversions, you will score 120 points. If you kick it 100 times, you'll probably botch it once and make 99 points, thus gain 21, and it's all about scoring more points. So that's the reason why I like that play. 6-0, you start the game, you get a touchdown, that is, you go for 2. It's either 6-0 or 8-0. Plain and simple. Moving on. Second quarter, there's 12 minutes and 4 seconds left in the game, and it's 3rd down and 4. The play they called was a quarterback scramble to the left-hand side. Tim Tebow, it didn't work out for him. Now, I want to comment on this because, one, that play is more successful when you drop back to pass. It's like a draw run more than anything. You drop back to pass, like for a second or so. Maybe you do a pump fake, you do a couple steps, and then boom, then you go. Because you've got to get that defense to come off of the the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. Just by running it left, the defenders are just going to boom, go to the containment at the line of scrimmage, and you're done. But it goes even deeper than that. There was no receiver. There was not a single receiver where he can throw to. Because when you're running the option and scrambling to either side of the field, you need to have receivers en route for the play as the quarterback scrambles. And I got probably in Madden 12 great different plays, 13 different plays that I can run where I scramble to one side or the other and I know where my receivers / running backs / tight ends are going to be. Quite frankly, well. So that was, and they did it again later on that when they did an option play. The option was either Tebow runs or pitches it, but they never gave him the option by having a tight end or a wide receiver where he could pass it to. Then with 80 seconds left in the half, it was either 2nd or 3rd and 5, either or. We had Lance Ball who dropped the screen pass. And quite frankly, just like the New Orleans Saints and Sean Payton, I am hardcore passing the ball to the receivers. Man, I love Darren Sproles having like 14 catches or whatever it was yesterday. But you got to do it. And when they drop the ball, I have a problem with that as a head coach. And because of that, you tell me go out and catch the next one. But I don't know why they don't throw it to the running backs. Now in the second half, the score was 35-7 at the break. What they didn't do, the offense was, I got it written down on here somewhere. Okay, they ran the ball like 60% of the time. And you know what? You don't run the ball when you need to score. However, I have a different school of thought. I'm fine with running the ball at the start of the 3rd quarter when you're down by like major scores. But hurry the play up. Don't snap the ball with 7 seconds, 4 seconds left after you run it. No, snap the ball with 23, 25 seconds on the play clock. And run the hurry up. Seriously, run the whole second half like you're running the hurry up. There's no excuses for this in my opinion. None. Run the hurry up offense. Now, you might say to yourself, you can't have a quarterback and even other running backs, wide receivers, offensive linemen all second half run the 2-minute drill like they're down by 7 with 2 minutes left and no timeouts, because that's just going to tire them out too much. And you're right, which is why quarterback by committee works in this situation. Now, QB by committee already works because A, pro football players are already competitors, so you already have the competitive side within the game. 2, when you have QB by committee, let's just say Tim Tebow runs the ball, he's down the field, boom, he gets hit out of bounds, and let's just say he gets hit in our sideline. I'll pick Tim Tebow up and I'll say, you're staying here for a couple plays, I'm putting in my other quarterback now for a play or two. Also, if you're in a game and you're trying to get a feel for the game as you're moving on, if you see one quarterback's having their day in the second quarter, late in the first, then you know who to play the rest of the way. Plain and simple. And then you get into situations where you're down big at the end, which is this situation here. Where you're down big, you run the hurry-up offense. You run it, you no huddle, call the plays at the line. And as that's going on, I got a second team on the sideline, and I say I have a flashcard. I got like 30 of these flashcards set. And I go over, there's like 6 different passing plays on it. No running plays because they're simple to call. Whether it's a counter, off tackle, whatever, you know how to call that the line of scrimmage. So you go through the plays and you go with the other quarterbacks, some running backs, some receivers, and you tell them, this is the play we're going to do. You go over different situational stuff. Okay, this corner's doing this linebacker's doing that. We think we can run this play on this, and you go over that type of stuff. And then when they come into the field and you've already had the first team run 6 plays really fast, that offense is tired. That defense is tired. So now you're bringing in a fresh offense. The defense has to choose to either A, keep your starters in who are tired, or B, put in fresh second teamers themselves. Either way, I don't care.